Have you ever felt a place calling to you, not in words but in a whisper on the wind? For me, that whisper came from the wild east of Iceland, a land of deep fjords, towering mountains and hidden secrets. It promised waterfalls, cascades tumbling down ancient cliffs, each with its own story. I couldn't resist the call. I had to see these magical places for myself. Eastern Iceland feels older, more mysterious. The towns are small, nestled between mountains and sea. The people here have a quiet understanding of the land's moods. As I planned my journey, excitement grew. I pictured winding roads, vast landscapes, and the cool mist of a waterfall on my face. This wasn't just a trip, it was a quest for beauty, peace, and discovery. I wasn't searching for the most famous sights, but for quiet corners where you feel like the only person on Earth. I wanted to experience the raw, untouched nature that makes Iceland unique. This journey was about more than seeing new things, it was about feeling them, letting them change me. With anticipation, I set off to wander and find the hidden waterfalls of the East. I wanted to listen to their songs and learn their secrets. Wonder would be my guide. This is the story of that journey, of breathtaking landscapes, surprising discoveries, and the joy of being surrounded by nature's art. I hope it inspires you to listen for the whispers of a wild place. Go on an adventure of your own, wherever that may be. Sometimes, the best journeys begin with a simple whisper. The journey into Iceland's east is an adventure in itself. The ring road twists and turns, climbing over mountain passes and dipping into stunning fjords. Every corner reveals a new, breathtaking view. Black sand beaches, green valleys, roaming sheep. The landscape shifts constantly, like a dream you never want to end. It's a drive that asks you to slow down, stop often, and breathe it all in. Leaving the busy world behind, the sky feels bigger, the air cleaner, and freedom fills the wide-open spaces. I rolled down my window, letting the cool air and distant seabird calls fill the car. Herds of reindeer grazed by the roadside, colors of moss and volcanic soil painted the mountains. Even the clouds cast dramatic shadows across the valleys. It's a beauty you have to experience with all your senses, a memory etched into your heart. This drive isn't just about getting somewhere, it's part of the magic. With each mile, I left the everyday world further behind, entering a realm of wonder. The journey itself prepares you for what awaits, quieting your mind and opening your eyes. As I drove deeper into the east, excitement grew with every turn. I knew I was getting closer to the waterfalls I'd come to find. My first major destination was Hengifoss, the hanging waterfall, one of Iceland's tallest. The hike up offers sweeping views of the valley and Borgarfjörður Lake, rumored to hide a legendary creature. What makes Hengifoss unique are the red clay stripes sandwiched between dark basalt like a natural layer cake. These stripes tell a story of ancient volcanic eruptions, history written in stone. Along the trail, Litlanesfoss appears first, framed by stunning basalt columns. The water cascades between these geometric pillars, a dramatic prelude to Hengifoss. Reaching the base, the mist was cool and refreshing, the roar vibrating through me. There were no distractions, just the raw power of water and ancient rock. I felt small, grateful, and deeply connected to the wild beauty of our world. In Iceland, even the journey to your destination is filled with awe. Standing there, I knew this was a moment I'd never forget. Before Hengifoss, the trail reveals Litlanesfoss, a masterpiece of natural architecture. Surrounded by colossal hexagonal basalt columns, it looks sculpted by giants. The contrast between the rigid columns and the flowing water is stunning. It's a geology lesson brought to life, a tangible piece of Iceland's volcanic history. The sound here is unique. The columns echo and amplify the waterfall's roar. I found a spot to look down at the falls, appreciating the forces that shaped this breathtaking sight. Litlanesfoss is a reminder that the most amazing sights are often along the way, not just at the end. It sparks imagination and awe, a symbol of Eastern Iceland's wild, structured beauty. As I continued upward, the image of those stone columns stayed with me. Sometimes, the journey's surprises are the most memorable treasures. One of the greatest joys in Eastern Iceland is the thrill of the unknown. Beyond the famous names, countless waterfalls hide in the landscape, ones you won't find in every guidebook. Sometimes, a local's tip or a distant glimmer of white water leads you on a true adventure. I remember following a rumor near a small fishing village. Follow the river past the old sheep farm. There was no path, just soft ground and the sound of the river. At times I wondered if the waterfall was just a legend, but curiosity kept me going. Finally the faint roar grew louder, and there it was. A beautiful cascade in a green canyon, tumbling into a crystal-clear pool. I was alone, sharing a secret with the landscape. These hidden gems reward your adventurous spirit and teach you to look closer. It's not about ticking off a list, but about the personal connection you make with a place. Each secret waterfall is a reward for curiosity. Sitting by that hidden pool, I felt peace and accomplishment. The world is still full of wonders waiting for those willing to seek them. Sometimes the best discoveries are the ones you find on your own. Near Egilstaðir lies Fjarðarfoss, the Journey Day waterfall. Legend says it marked the final stage of a long journey, a sign that safety and rest were near. The hike is short but steep, building anticipation with every step. At one point, a chain bolted into the rock helps you navigate a tricky section, adding a sense of adventure. The waterfall is hidden in a gorge revealed only at the last moment. Suddenly, you stand before a powerful cascade plunging into a rocky amphitheater. The real magic is the little cave behind the waterfall. You can step behind the curtain of water. The world outside shimmers and the sound is muffled as if you're in a secret chamber. It's a place for reflection, wonder, and feeling the immense power of nature up close. Standing behind Fjarðarfoss, I thought of travelers from centuries past, their relief and joy. This waterfall is more than a natural wonder, it's a landmark of human history and emotion. It's a powerful reminder of the universal joy of coming home. The drive to Seyðisfjörður is one of Iceland's most scenic, crossing a foggy mountain pass before revealing the town below. Along the way, waterfalls greet you, but Gufufoss, steam waterfall, stands out. Its name comes from the mist rising at its base like steam. Gufufoss is wide and multi-tiered, both grand and gentle. Easily accessible, it offers a peaceful, intimate atmosphere, far from the crowds. The water flows in a curtain-like cascade, its soothing roar calming the mind. I stood at its base, letting the light mist refresh me. Gufufoss invites you to slow down, to sit and listen. Its gentle power is welcoming, a perfect spot for quiet reflection. As I continued into Seyðisfjörður, the image of Gufufoss stayed with me, a gentle giant guarding the fjord. Sometimes the most profound beauty is found in peaceful moments. Gufufoss is a gift on a road full of wonders. My journey through Eastern Iceland was filled with more waterfalls than I could count, each with its own magic. Some were tall and thunderous, others small and hidden, rewarding curiosity. Standing by these cascades, I felt awe, humility, joy, and peace. These waterfalls taught me to appreciate the present moment. Worries faded, and only the sight and sound of falling water mattered. It was a form of meditation, a connection to something older and larger than myself. In Eastern Iceland, nature is still in charge. Raw, untamed, and beautiful. These places remind us to protect the wild, for they are essential to our well-being. They offer inspiration, wonder, and healing. The journey was about more than sights. It was about discovery, the joy of the open road, and the peace of nature. Each waterfall was a chapter in a story of fire, ice, and the enduring power of water. It's a story I'll cherish forever. If there's one thing I hope you take away, it's an invitation to seek out beauty wherever you are. You don't have to travel to Iceland to find wonder. It can be in a local park or a walk in the woods. Wonder is a mindset, a way of seeing magic in the everyday. Travel awakens this sense, pushing us out of comfort zones and into new experiences. Exploring Iceland's wild east reignited my passion for discovery and gratitude for travel. There are still quiet corners of the world where adventure awaits. So plan your own adventure, big or small. Let curiosity be your guide. You never know what hidden gems you'll find. The joy is in the seeking, not just the finding. Let the whisper of a wild place call to you and have the courage to answer. These experiences are the true souvenirs, the stories, memories, and moments that shape us. The world is amazing and beautiful. Go find your waterfall. It will be worth it.